Great to see you guys. Congratulations on this. And I have to know, does anything rattle you now? Like, are you just experts?
She rattles me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What rattles you?
Does anything rattle you?
Sure, I guess. I mean, what rattles me? I don't know. I'm pretty steadfast, I think. It's also just, look, when you're a husband and a dad and you try very much to keep trying to drive the ship, you know, I'm trying to be it doesn't always work. What rattles me? If I screw up making sandwiches in the morning for my kids, that rattles me because I feel like I put too much peanut butter on it for my 6-year-old. That rattles me.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Now, I want to know, after having played Lorraine and Ed, was there anything that you learned new or different about them that influenced your performances this time around?
You know, for me, I know that I was interested in, it's funny, we keep mining Lorraine and her son-in-law Tony and her daughter Judy for more of their relationship. And really how it reflects itself on the screen. I mean, honestly, little tiny things that, like you always say, like, what did he order? What did they do? What are some things that maybe nobody's going to notice, but those of us who know, that's the little things I always look for. In the first one, it was, he was obsessed with painting. He had all these paintings everywhere. And so then they said, great, and they got some paintings and put them up in the first one. It was not in the original script. And then this time, let's take it a step further and show him paintings. That was just something for me that I felt like we could keep progressing.
Well, the nature of the story, we just investigate her psychic turmoil more so this time around. And so that was just a new chapter to explore in terms of the Lorraine Warren journey and her clairvoyancy and the toll that it takes on her body, mind, and heart.
Absolutely. And what is it about James Wan? I'm calling him like the next Hitchcock. I mean, this guy is brilliant at doing these films. I mean, you also know from Insidious. I mean, what is it about this guy? Why is he so good at this stuff?
Man, that's a loaded question. If you knew, if there was an easy answer,
it has to be his imagination. It starts from his imagination, how he envisions the thing. Because I read the story and I come to it with the scope that I am able to imagine, and then you come in and you see what his intentions are with how he personifies these demons
and also, he's willing to roll on the fly. I mean, there's a lot. It's not like he comes in. He's not one of those directors that comes in knowing the exact shot list and which angle. It's not that, which you'd think is technically proficient as he is, you'd think, oh, this movie must be mapped out within an inch of its life. But it's not. He's got these ideas, and he comes in the room, and he's like, all right, should we do the camera there? And it's all a working progress. I think that's the technical side of it. I think beyond that is a guy that is deeply romantic and has a lot of love for character and for story. So you always find that other balance in the film. You can see the tricks and the tools that he learned from doing the Fast and Furious franchise, and he comes back and he does this, and it opens itself up cinematically. This is a much different feel even than the first one.
I get a big kick out of watching him and the minute adjustments he makes, the way he directs different actors.
Yeah.
And I noticed that for the first time this second time around, whether it's Simon,
Right.
or myself, or you, or and he adjusts, and that's another mark of a great director. He's not just himself steadfast. He wants to get the best performances out of his actors,
and he does. You guys did a great job in this. Really good. And it was great to see you singing on the big screen again. We need another musical starring Patrick Wilson.
Point.
Hello, Broadway guy, get back on stage.